Hi everybody, it's Arnie and welcome to the last war of Season 23. This is a very nice season for us. We're currently at Platinum 1 at high spot and we're facing Omni. We don't really need to win this war to stay at Platinum 1, but it's Omni and I really want to win and I don't want to die. If you watched my videos, I die almost every war, so I'm trying to get back to this war fiasco. And this war I'm like, nah, no way I'm going to die. No way I'm going to die. I'm going to do my best to clear the path. And we're having couple different paths. So this path number 8, and also we're going to have path number 5 with Immortal Abomination on this node when he needs to intercept and he gained a lot of power from debuffs. I don't remember the name of the node. So we're starting with this fight and it's a Hyperion. I really don't understand how this node works. Not like to read notes, but I do understand that each time you nullify a buff, he gain power, but Stagger just won't do this, so I don't know. But it's a pretty straightforward fight. I decided to go just parry heavy, slap him to the death, and it works pretty well. It's just 15 hits and he already at 50% here. I can probably reach SP3, just make sure to click it in time, and then I'll be able to trigger SP3 if needed. But the fight is pretty much under my control. I really hope they will release a 6-star Hyperion because he's an awesome champion and many probably will try to get him. They released an Archangel, so why not Hyperion or Magic? Man, those champions can be pretty insane. So the fight is under my control at this point. I'm not worried at all. I'm like, yeah, let's go. Rank 3 Doom with his slaps. It's a slap king. 5000. So a few more hits and he will go down. So I decided to do a little bit of combo here. 4 or 5%, another slap, and he's down. This fight went very smooth and we're moving on to the next one. And this is a Clover in here. So it's a Warlock here, and this is also very similar node. You're just losing power when you notify buffs, and also your power drained. And it's a Warlock. Warlock also will ball drain you, but we're bringing Magneto. Magneto is a beast. So as you can see here, I'm degenerating. I think because of my buffs or willpower, maybe willpower. Although I don't have infection. Honestly, I don't know why I'm degenerating. Probably because of the power. But I don't care. I want to reach SP3, and if I won't reach SP3, I will see what I can do. So I did 6 hits and already at 79%, and there is no infection on me. So I'm like, let's try to reach SP2 at least. And I did some hits. Maybe this was a mistake here, but still not worried at all. Come on, infection is out. Let's push him to SP2. Another thing about Warlock that you cannot crit against him when you do a special, right? But Magneto is a different champion, just pay attention. 82,900 SP2 critical damage, it was insane. Man, Magneto is awesome. We're moving on to section number 2, and this is path 5 and intercept 1. So I'm healing up my Magneto. I also will boost because I will need to clear all 3 fights. It's going to be Immortal Abomination and then Doom, so I'm going to boost here. I'm very confident in myself because I thought to myself, I'm not gonna die. Basically, when I'm telling myself that I'm not gonna die, I'm dying in wars. But this time it must be different. It's a last war. I must get better. So this is a protection here. I need to intercept. But what I'm trying to do here is just to do 1 intercept. And once you do that, because they magnetized, it's like 70% chance it won't come back. And you will see during the whole fight, there is no protection on him at all. Oh man, it sounds bad. Use protection, guys. But here, no protection at all. And yep, I'm trying to reach my SP3. Once I'll reach my SP3, it's basically game over for him. Man, those heavies, this extra damage of almost 3000, it's very nice. I'm not worried about indestructible buff or the stubborn because this node I can parry, but you can see there is no protection at all. I'm at 14 and honestly I don't know what I'm waiting for. And he hit me once, hit me twice. I'm like, what am I, why? I'm trying to reach more than 40. Why? I'm so stubborn. Yeah, stubborn, you know, stubborn, not stubborn. Never mind, let's ignore me. It was stupid. I could have finished this fight earlier. I just lost a lot of health to nothing, basically potions. But the fight is over, and now we're moving on to the fight that I'm really nervous about. This is a very scary one. I managed to solo this guy in previous war, and I couldn't record it. But this one, he's awakened, so he starts already, I think, with poison, and I'm trying to just apply those boosts. I want to reach my SP2 as quick as possible, and my strategy here is push this guy to SP2, because once it triggers SP2 it removes all poison stacks from him. And at the beginning I'm trying to build some infections on him. This will just power drain him, so I did some intercepts, and I have this fury and I'm like, come on! I just can't parry him. I pay attention to this fury. I decided not to go, but honestly I triggered by mistake. I clicked on SP2 by mistake here, because in my mind I was like, no, I'm not going trigger. And here again, I promise you guys, maybe my finger is too close to the special button, but this is dumb. You don't need to trigger your special. It's just bad idea. So I intercepted him. I do an intercept game, and I really hope it won't trigger SP once and only SP2. So I reached my SP2. I still have this fury buff on me, so the fight is going pretty well here. He back to his protection, and I'm like, okay, let's try to push him. And as you can see here, I'm doing like 3 or 4 hits, and then I'm stopping because this is the way. And here to trigger his SP1, and damn, this is... Once he triggers his SP1, it becomes scary, so I decided I managed to intercept him. Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. I have my fury on, and I'm doing a very nice damage, and he's down. So this was a pretty nice fight. I was really happy with the result. And of course, someone asked me about previous war, so I will put the link here for this war to share the fight with Immortal Abomination. So we have another fight in Doom here, and I don't know if this guy runs Mystic Dispersion, so what I will do here, I will do like regular heavies without building those prowesses. And also I will try to intercept him once just to remove the protection, so I'm just trying to find a spot, and I managed to find it. And because I have Fury on me, this means the protection probably will get back. In MCOC fight, if you noticed, once I intercepted, I had no Fury, so it basically removed the protection node. And I pushed him to SP2 because I found it much easier to evade, but in this specific fight I decided, no, I will block part of it just to not mess up. So I'm building my prowesses here. And honestly, I want him to trigger another SP2, and then I'll try to intercept to do the maximum damage. Another thing, after SP3, he will have a lot of bleed stacks on him. This means if he'll hit me at least once, this, I don't know, determination, something node, will just kill me. I think for each debuff it's like 50% increase attack, so it's a scary one. As you can see here, I'm trying to find the right time to intercept this guy, so I'm waiting to stun to expire, do a few hits, dash back, and now I'm ready to intercept. Pay attention, now there is no Fury. So at this point I'm pretty sure safe and know that protection won't trigger anymore. And I decided to go with Special 3, and this is a scary one honestly because it has power, and if I'll miss evade and just pay attention, 28 bleeds on him. He probably would kill me, but nope. I evaded and he died. So now I went to this mini boss. My alliance mate almost soloed this guy, and I'm like, I have Doom, I don't need to boost. It's very easy. Although it's a polka dot node, you need to apply debuffs. It's still very easy fight. And just will play regularly. I will try to push him to SP2. Because SP2 is much easier to evade. I'm doing my intercepts, and the fight is like, okay, it's going well here. I'm almost pushed him to SP2 and he evaded, and then I forgot that this guy SP1 unblockable. I don't know which part of SP1 is unblockable, but I'm like, oh my god, I'm degenerating, I'm almost dead here. If I had died to this fight, my officer probably would kick me out or kill me. So I haven't died this war, and for punishment that I took the fight without boosting or anything, my officer just told me, go and try Apocalypse, it doesn't matter, because at this point we already knew that we won the war. So I'm like, okay, I don't know how to evade Apocalypse specials. I'm trying to practice it, but still it's just too hard for me. I will try to push him to SP2, because SP2 is, I think it's a less damage. You can parry first being blocked at once and then evade. And when you take Robot against Apocalypse, he won't gain his another charge, because once he will reach 4, he will be a very scary one. So I'm intercepting like a god here. Come on, I'm like, yeah, baby, yeah. Fortunately, this one do not runs what is it called, willpower, so he's not degenerating from my attack. And here he evaded. I'm like, oh, scary one. So let's go, let's do some damage. And damn, this damage is not so big as I expected, but I'm still in a good spot here. And here he triggered his SP1. Oh man, just pay attention to the damage. It's like 7,000 probably took from me, and I'm like, oh man, okay, let's do what I can. I'm here to die because I haven't died this war and my officer wants me to die. But man, I played pretty well. I think if I knew how to evade his specials, I probably would clear this guy. So at this point I'm just paying attention to this last 2%, and I'm like, I don't care, let's just try an intercept game. But he like, nah, I will kill you. I hope you enjoyed this Alliance War. If you did, click like, share, subscribe. The crystal opening of the rewards coming soon. And see you soon on my next video.